So welcome everyone. If you're just joining, please introduce yourself in the chat. We'll get started. So here we are today to talk all about how you can create interactive, accessible and engaging learning experiences with Canva and ThingLink. So we recently announced the integration between Canva and ThingLink. So we're really excited to show you really hands-on ways to use it tomorrow as educators. So a quick run through of today's agenda. We're going to do a very, very brief introduction to Canva and ThingLink. Then we're going to hand over to Louise from ThingLink, who's on this call, who's going to give us a demo of the actual integration to show you how it looks and how it works. And then we're going to have most of our session dedicated to our amazing educators who we're going to spotlight their work. So we have two amazing guests on the call today. We have Lorrie from Austin, Texas, and we have Amanda from Scotland. So first of all, I'd love to introduce Lorrie, who is a teacher in Austin ISD in Texas. Lorrie, do you want to say a quick hello? Oh, you're muted, Lorrie.
That's the story of online education right there. Hi,
Absolutely.
I'm Lorrie. I'm from Austin, Texas. I'm so excited to see all these people from so many different places, and I cannot wait to show you some stuff and show you how useful and how wonderful these two platforms play together.
Thanks, Lorrie. And Amanda, do you want to introduce yourself quickly?
Yeah, hi everybody. It's amazing to see those participant numbers just creeping up. Every time I look at it, there's another few people. So hello everybody. It's amazing to be here. I am just in awe of ThingLink and Canva, and the integration is amazing, and there's so much potential. It's so simple, so powerful, amazing, and I'm really, really happy to be able to share some of my hints and tips with you tonight.
Thanks, Amanda. So just a really, really quick introduction to Canva and ThingLink. So first of all, Canva. Canva for Education is all about empowering creativity and collaboration in every classroom in the world. And being a force for good is one of our core values at Canva, and that's why we're committed to education. And so we're offering Canva for Education, which is a dedicated product for educators. And this is 100% free as well. It includes millions of premium images, fonts, graphics, videos. It has other pro features like background remover. It also includes a dedicated classroom space where you can share work and your designs with students and other teachers. You can share your work to Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams, and more. And you can also share engaging assignments with students to complete as well. So if you haven't heard of Canva for Education, but you've already got a Canva account, it's totally fine. What you can do is go to this link, and we'll share this out afterwards as well. You can either sign up now for your Canva for Education account or upgrade from your regular Canva account to the education version. And that way you get all these dedicated educational features for free. And now I'm going to hand over to Louise from ThingLink, who's going to talk us through the integration a bit more.
Thank you, Daniela, and hi to everyone, wherever you're watching us. It's just a pleasure to see so many people. I think that's almost a record for us, having nearly something like 3,000 people joined up and that are going to get their video and thank you email afterwards. So I'm just going to get my screen up for you. So for those of you who have not used ThingLink before, I'm just going to give you a short demo, and we're also going to show you the fantastic integration. So hopefully you can see my screen okay, and this is where you're going to log into ThingLink. So you go to thinglink.com and click on the login text. Once you log in, it will take you to your account page, and this is our new account page, which is called Cyma. It's the version. And it's really clean, and here you'll be able to access all of the stuff that you've already created, and you can also create new stuff. And just to give you a little flavor, I'm not going to spoil the presentations that you're going to get from Lorrie and Amanda, because they're going to show you how they've been using it. And honestly, it's absolutely fantastic. But with Canva and ThingLink, you get the option to create your own media, and particularly images. So I'm just going to show you here that with ThingLink, you can upload an image you can upload a 360 image, or you can even upload a video or a 360 video. So here I've got an image that's been created with Canva, and this is like a virtual front door to a virtual tour of a school that's been created. They created this on Canva, and then they've been able to put these tags in and actually link through to other ThingLinks, because you can link all your ThingLinks together. So that's just a basic image. But fresh out the shoebox, literally, this was shared in our Facebook ThingLink education community. This is a 360 image that's been uploaded from a school in Hawaii, and their project was to create shoeboxes, and they've designed these shoebox rooms, and then they've created a 360, and what you can see there is that's really elevated and enriched that learning experience for that young person. And they've been able to put tags in with further images and further text. And then at the other end of the spectrum, we've got another 360 image, which is a high school project. And this is actually from Canada. And here they've been creating art galleries. And again, they've been able to put these interactive tags in with audio and other text, which opens up. So images, 360 images, and then last but no means least, imagine the power if you uploaded a 360 video. And here I've got a 360 video of a lab, and this is actually showing cell production. And again, you can add all of these hotspots in, and then you can share these ThingLinks out, embed them into your own website, for example. But what's been really lovely for us is that this integration with Canva has opened up a whole new world of possibilities. So for example, if I hit my create button, I can upload my images, my videos, or my files to my ThingLink page by clicking upload files. I can even integrate with my Google Drive, integrate with my OneDrive, or even pick images from an Unsplash directory. But I also have now this design with Canva button, and this is just super cool. If I click on design with Canva, it pulls up a number of Canva inspirational ideas, and these are things that we have seen educators use globally. So for example, I might want to create a lesson plan. This opens up the Canva editor, and you can see now that I've got a number of lesson plan templates ready made for me. So maybe I want to use this one, which is Mrs. Morgan's lesson plan. I can then choose to edit this further, maybe put some more images in or change the text, and I can click Save to ThingLink. What you can also do with Canva here is that you're able to pick out your own designs, or designs that have even been shared with you. Click Continue, and then this Canva image that I created is now ready for me to add tags and to share with ThingLink. But what I can also do, if I just click on the privacy settings, I just check that. And now maybe I've put my tags in and I've shared that, and I've realized, oh, that's the wrong month. It shouldn't say March, it should say May. I can click on my Edit with Canva button, and it will go back into the Canva interface, and then I can change that to May. And then if I save that to ThingLink, it will be a design which has now been edited. So guess what you can see there is that you're able to collaborate on your Canva images with colleagues, and you can also collaborate on your ThingLinks with other teachers if you've got a folder that you can share them with other teachers in your school. Once ready, you can share and publish that with your embed media or even your share link code. But what's also really cool, for example, if I go back into my content, I've got a ThingLink here which has been shared and viewed 636 times. I've published this on Twitter, I've put it into my website, and actually, if you've already published it and then suddenly you see you want to change it, I can actually go back into my Edit with Canva button and change any text. So what you've got there is actually, you know, some 2 points which educators are going to really value, and that is the option to collaborate, but also that option to iterate your designs. So you've got more design power to your elbow and you're able to work with your colleagues. So I think that's probably enough from me. And I hope that's given you a really nice overview of that Canva integration. It's simple, but it's really, really effective. And we've been told by educators that a word that sums us up is limitless. And I think you'll see that there's limitless opportunities there as well. So enough from me. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now and hand over to Lorrie. Lorrie and I have met a few times, and I never fail to be impressed with what Lorrie's doing over in Austin in Texas. So thank you ever so much, and I look forward to answering your questions, and we'll also be sending you out something in your thank you email. So thank you, and over to Lorrie.
Thank you, Louise. And Amanda and I think have the same problem where once we start talking about this kind of thing, we can talk all day. And so I've tried to rein myself in by making myself a Canva generated ThingLink to both demonstrate what it can do and also keep me from talking too much. So Louise, you know that if you need to shut me up, you can just give me a hand signal and I will stop. But I was in touch with ThingLink originally because I wrote them a love letter to their support that just basically said, you have saved my life in the classroom this year. And before, I'm a longtime user, but this year, especially with the high intensity and the demand and the craziness and the massive amounts of electronic information needing to go out to students and families so quickly. I have a master's degree in instructional design. I am trained. I love technology, and I was drowning. So if I was drowning, I knew all of my teacher counterparts that don't dabble in this kind of stuff for fun were also in the same bad boat. And all of us as educators, I think, know what this last year has looked like. So I wrote a little love letter to ThingLink, and that's how Louise and I kind of got in touch with each other. And so what you're looking at right here, and can you guys see that okay, everybody? Panelists can see it. So what you're looking at is a little ThingLink that I made last night. That's how fast it is to make these things because of Canva's versatility. And I've embedded some things. I will send you all the links so you can look at this. Hi, my name's Lorrie Salome. Just a little video. One thing I really love about these hotspots and ThingLink is that I can just put a video of myself talking through directions instead of having to write it all out and sequence it. And so I just wanted to demo that to you, and I won't show you all of these tags, but at your leisure, you would be welcome to go back in. One thing I really love about the capability of the ThingLink hotspot is that you can add multiple images so that you can make step sets and sequential instruction using image, video, or audio. I love that. That has changed my life. It's my voice coming to the students in little bite-sized chunks in the order that I want it to go. And it's a click of a button. I talk and it's in there. I don't have to make an audio, find it, upload it. It's fantastic. And it's so fun. I can link to all my resources, and just for fun, I put another use of Canva. I really like doing postcards and like little marketing things for the kids because they weren't really reading all the millions of emails they were getting from their millions of teachers. And so I make a lot of that in Canva too. And then you can link out to anywhere you want to go. So any other platform that you're using in your electronic delivery can be linked to and described before they get there. I love it. The other thing that so to make this background for this ThingLink, I actually just went into my Canva account and quickly opened up to the home page where I saw a bunch of different templates, and I knew I wanted a tree theme. So I just typed in tree, and voila, a million different options popped up, and you can see this is the one I picked. I popped it in, I changed the text. It was ready in maybe 2 to 3 minutes. So wonderful. And you can also use Canva to make your hotspot images on your ThingLink more enjoyable or informative. And since you can put more than one image or video in there, this is just an example of some of the ones I've used to jazz up some of the descriptions. The text descriptions on the right can be enhanced with the Canva images on the left. So not only are you designing your background image in Canva, but you can also design your little micro images within your hotspots in Canva. It's a lifesaver. And then last but not least, you can also add your embeddable content. One feature that I've been using like crazy this year is the embed code ThingLink hotspot. And how that would work is if you have something already created, like a Google form or a YouTube video, and you wanted it to just pop up on your interactive image, you can do so by using a hotspot that's designed to embed web code. I'm going to upload this video that I'm making right now for you to show you how that looks. It's pretty handy, especially for tutorial videos and things like that. And so you might have, I should have said this first, but you might have noticed that when you look at this image, it instantly makes sense where to start and how to sequence. And that is a piece of information I think a lot of educational platforms take for granted. I teach 10-year-olds 5th grade math in Austin, Texas. These kids are not going to understand where to start and where to go next without me guiding them. And the format of these platforms together does that for me. So I had very little confusion, and the interface and usability is so kid friendly and also really fast for me. And that's what I needed because, as you all know, we were working a million hours a day. So you can see that at the bottom, I said that the yellow hotspots will lead to examples. So I'm just going to quickly show you 3 little examples. But the other thing that's so awesome about Canva is that I can share with anybody and all of you these templates. So you could say, oh, I want that, but I don't have time to make it. And I also need to change a few pieces of it. Great. So these little artist symbols that you see will take you to a link where you can take those images in your own Canva account and use them as you want to. And I definitely think that is like the power of sharing has never been more important than this year. And that's what you'll see if you go to these little guys. So the first thing I'm going to show you is my current choice board. This is the background that I use. I made it in Canva. This is what you would get if you click on that little artsy thing. It'll take you to the template. You could move stuff around or change it as you need to. So every week we provide the kids with an interactive choice board, and I'm actually just going to follow it there to show you a few of the things that live there. And so in this example, we have the days of the week, and the kids' must-do assignment was always the green star. At the beginning of the week, they would always start with this exclamation point, and we would kind of introduce the week to them and tell them, hello, 5th graders. You'll see some weird stuff in there. I'm not going to lie. And then there are review and practice and extension activities for all. And those little icons are color-coded also. So games are online games. Difficulty level is color coded. And then we had some 6th grade boosters, and you can notice that like we can add tutorial videos right there. In this mini tutorial, we're going to begin to explore a 6th grade concept that's so it's so handy to just take a quick screencast that's your own instead of a 12-minute one from some stranger on the interwebs to explain something you want to teach the kids before they get going. And the reason I chose this one to share with you, you'll notice everything is very Canva-y. Every button was made in Canva. This whole background was made in Canva. And this day I was out sick because I got my vaccination, yay vaccine. But I had to be out, and I didn't realize I needed to be out until the night before. So I just popped onto my ThingLink, and instead of having the usual, it sequences the kids. It's like me looking very tore down, telling them that I'm sick and what's happening. And then it sequences them through all the activities for the day, and then their must-do assignment. And so that's just an example of how versatile it is, where in other LMS systems, if you change one thing, it disrupts the whole flow. Or if you have one thing to add, it messes everything up. It is so nice to have a platform that's completely non-linear. It's nice for the teacher, but it's also really nice for kids. And then just another example of like a project. So this was a project of a little creative project we wanted to sequence the kids through for one of our asynchronous days. And again, it's like a little video teaching the kids what. Hello, my little Friday fools. Just kidding. You're not a fool. You're smart. And so it's personal, it's fast. It's like one take wonders all the way through. It takes them to, you might notice, another campaign. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to pick your topic, and then all the links and tutorials that they might need. And then the other one that I linked to example wise was my spring choice board, which is a little less It's a little less detailed. It was when the quarantine first began. And again, this one is available for you if you would want to use it. And you can see that we did the same kind of thing. We had printables, we had online. We always started the week out with like a little greeting from the teachers. And then we had a link on the bottom right to like checking in with the teacher for SEL purposes and like connection. And so both of those things that I just showed, all of those things I showed you, I didn't put that project one on because I don't think anyone would want it, but those choice board ones are here. So if you click on it, it will be like, oh, I want that template. You grab it. It's yours. It's in your Canva. You can change it. You can change the colors. You can add your face. You can delete the stuff you don't want. And you're not starting from scratch. And then last but not least, I did a training because I love this stuff so much. I mean, poor Daniela and Louise, but love. It is love. It is the highest love. They saved me this year. And so I did a training at my district, and it was themed accordingly to what I feel like we've all been through this year. And then when you click on it, you'll see another ThingLink and another Canva image, because that's basically everything that I make. And at the bottom of it, there is a button just for ThingLink. It'll take you to an Adobe Spark that has training for ThingLink and tutorials and extra resources. And then, of course, we had just had a terrifying ice storm, and our lives were even more disrupted when this training was going on. And so you'll find all the Canva information in this like bits and baubles section, because I ran out of time. And so that's where you will find some information, and you'll find all sorts of other stuff you might not want. But I thought, you know what, I would love to link you there because it's made and it does provide you with a little scaffolding to get you started if you've never used either of these programs before. How'd I do? Pretty good, huh? Not too much time.
Amazing.
Not too much time. Thanks. I really do mean it when I say that these two platforms together saved everything for me this year, with like getting it out to kids in a way that was personable and like they could attach to me because they saw my face and heard my voice on everything, and they were never confused, which is such a big deal considering the confusion of our whole mass world right now. So I'm so excited you all invited me to talk on this, and I am so excited for other teachers to learn about it, and I'm definitely available as a resource. We will put the link to that ThingLink that I just showed you in the materials that goes out after this webinar, and I can pop it in the chat right now too.
Thank you so much, Lorrie. Again, that's amazing.
Thank you.
And a few of you have been asking as well whilst Lorrie was talking about the integration. So we'll just do a quick free share at the end to show you how that actually looks. And now handing over to Amanda.
Hello, everybody. I am super excited. I'm sitting here laughing in Scotland because, Lorrie, you basically have taken everything that I wanted to say and said already. It's almost like we're doing the same journey, but you're way ahead of me, and I'm in awe of what you have created. It is just amazing. So I'm just going to share my screen, and you'll see why I was laughing in a wee second, because I did exactly what you did. I went into ThingLink and used the Canva integration to create this. Let's have a wee look. I hope you can all see that now. So this is my journey, and this as well, this background Canva design took me, oh gosh, quite a long time. I think it was probably about 4.5 minutes, way longer than Lorrie, who's a total expert. So in lockdown 1 in March 2020, I was teaching primary 1, so they were pretty much all 5 years old at the time. So we'd spent a lot of time learning about keyboard skills. So they can all use touchscreen brilliantly well, but keyboard skills was the big thing so that they could get logged in. So my setting, we were using Teams, and the very, very first task was to send me an emoji, and they were amazing at that. So I was a bit surprised that we went into lockdown for so long, but I knew that they could log in and we could communicate on Teams, and I knew that we had Immersive Reader, there's the wee sign there, and Dictate that we could rely on. And I'm part of the Team MIE Scotland, and on one of those meetings, Louise Jones came along and introduced me to ThingLink, which saved the day, saved my life, and I was just in awe. So I've got some little bicycles and some little cars, because sometimes my journey was a bit slower and sometimes my journey was really, really fast. So I'm going to show you a few of the things that I created in ThingLink. So this is kind of one of the very first ThingLinks that I created, and I know that lots of people have seen it, but it's actually one of my favorites, and I do get fed up listening to my own voice, so I tend to use...
Hi, Primary One Brilliant. Travis here. My mum says you are all brilliant at reading and writing sentences. So that's what she wants you to focus on this week. Reading and writing sentences. I can't wait to read what you've written.
So the brilliant thing about ThingLink is you can embed ThingLinks into Teams, and that's what I did. And I know from some of my mummies and daddies, the wee ones were struggling a bit to engage with online learning, but I got immediate feedback with, oh my goodness, that is amazing. The kids loved Travis, and Travis was keeping an eye on them and made sure that...
So I've got my glasses on, ready to read what sentences you write. Can't wait. Good luck. Have fun. Whew, I'm exhausted. I'm going for a sleep.
So Travis got his glasses on and he did all the marking that day. So this is where I kind of started. So I spent lots of time finding out how to make base images, and I used the one tag at the beginning. I used text and media, that's all I used, and I was just a bit of a scaredy cat to do anything else. I thought I'll stick with what I know, this is going to work brilliant. But then I got a little bit more ambitious, and I'm not going to show you all of these sort of things, but I have shared the link, so you're more than welcome to go and grab and clone and edit as you wish, all of these sorts of things. But I'm going to zip ahead as I did a few different things. And eventually we introduced OneNote, and I can embed ThingLinks in OneNote beautifully. And this is another one of my pets.
Hello, Primary One Brilliant boys and girls. Welcome to the great outdoors. This is my favourite place to be, and as you can see, I have signposted different places for you to explore. Have fun!
So this is where I discovered the tour tag. It's incredible. You can join ThingLinks together to create a tour. So I've got one base image, and then my wee ones could come along, listen to Herbert, choose if they wanted to go and do some art tasks or literacy, or there's science and numeracy and health and well-being. There was me in the background trying to run badly. But I was quite happy for Herbert and Travis and all the rest of my pets to carry on with teaching. And then I got very adventurous with other apps and started app smashing, and I was embedding Flipgrid and Wakelet and all sorts of things in here. And then when we came to the end of our school year, we were still in lockdown, and I literally had taken a 360 photo badly just on my phone with Google Street View of our classroom, and I did not expect us to be out for so long, so please excuse the mess, but this was the last ThingLink I shared with that class of wee ones, and this was just incredible. I could leave a message from them because I couldn't believe that we were at the end of our year together. So that was an embedded video. There's just loads of information, loads of things, and obviously the wee ones were very familiar with what was around the classroom. They knew where the areas were, so they could go and play around the class. And then I got to thinking, the wee ponder was born, and I was, what can I do over the summer holidays to help improve and make my teaching when we go back into the building a lot more efficient? And I started off with thinking, it's going to be phonics. So I created a board of phonics, and I thought if I could just have all of my resources in the one place, handy. I don't need to have 24 tabs open on the computer and my CD player waiting to play the tunes. So I just had everything, and I just started building. And this, to this day, sorry, that is my parrot, Nora. To this day, this is still a work in progress as I keep adding things. I'll just very quickly show you. It's a tour tag. There is a video embedded. There is a sway embedded. There's more videos from YouTube. There's websites that we can go to. This was all about keyboard skills as I'm teaching my new primary ones who were 4 and 5 years old how to log in using keyboard skills. So this is a big piece of work. And then I thought, oh, if I've done that, then I could actually have all my resources. And if we happen to have to go into lockdown again, I can all share this with my parents at home. And the mummies and daddies can very easily, without having to worry about website addresses or games or anything. I can just keep on building all the resources to share with everybody. And that's what I did. So this is massive. There's loads of areas around here, different areas of the classroom. There is computing science, there's art, there's topic, there's numeracy, everything and anything you can think of. And I just keep adding to it, adding and adding and adding and adding. And then I got a wee bit slower again on my book. Then this is where conditional transitions were involved. So this was a game changer. Went back to school with my wee ones. How could I get my P1s involved with using ThingLink? And this was a super, super easy one. I have a projector called a GeoFlip that's actually projected onto my floor. And I just put this projected on here and I let my wee ones go with it. And it was about,
can you climb the doubles ladder? Remember, click on the tag, enter the answer with your keyboard or touchpad, click on the arrow to go to the next rung.
And then I just let them do it. So they had to answer this question and it goes all the way up till they get to a celebration. So it was a fantastic way of getting them involved. And then it was International Dot Day. And this is one of my absolute favorite, best ThingLinks, I think, ever, because we read the story, they created their artwork, the wee ones took pictures of their artwork. I just stuck it in a background and then they recorded what they did.
I made orange by mixing yellow and red.
That's how you make orange. And I shared that with mummies and daddies at home. And it just got such a huge, huge positive feedback from everybody. And then I zoomed along a little bit more and got to here, which we were back in lockdown. And again, I was doing different things. This was in January because it was Burns night.
Planet Earth. But where on Earth is Scotland?
So this is me getting super, super
And where
adventurous. Adventurous with everything to do with ThingLink. So there's loads and loads of information in there. It was a whole lesson about where was Scotland, where was Burns born, where did he live, loads and loads of things here. And then there's a significant event here, the Canva integration. And I had dabbled in Canva. I really had dabbled in Canva, but I had spent a lot of time and doing a lot of different courses and learning from other people about how to create base images and videos and things to upload into ThingLink. But this is a game changer. And you can see I've gone a little bit slower, but I was asked to do a couple of things. So I'm just going to show you what I've been dabbling in with Canva. Louise at ThingLink created this fake it till you make it 360. So this is a work in progress at the moment. So I'm creating a guidance gallery for everybody in my local authority where they can go to this ThingLink, find the application that they need to find out some guidance or information about how to use it. So just amazing. So that is designed in Canva. So impressive. So that's a work in progress. And then I saw things like, Lorrie, you do these overlays, and I got very excited. So I got a bit adventurous.
So I've been having a wee ponder after being completely inspired by Louise at ThingLink, at Scotland Louise.
So that was my overlay, which is my first overlay, Lorrie. So yeah, thank you very much for your inspiration there. And then, I mean, literally have been asked by so many people recently, have asked me to help them design things in ThingLink. I know I'm a little bit over time, but I will keep speaking really, really fast. I told you, Louise knows, once I get started, it's hard to stop me because I'm such a fan of ThingLink, and Canva is now firmly in my heart. So this is about a P1 transition. It's about, we're going on a bear hunt. This took 2 minutes. I got a phone call a couple of weeks ago from a head teacher saying, I've got a meeting tomorrow morning. Can you help me? It took me no time to create this, straight into ThingLink. Canva, chose a template, edited it, and then sent it to her, shared it to her so she could go and speak to other head teachers in their local authority. And I've been doing other sorts of things about P1 transitions with stories. So these are all works in progress. And now, because I'm out of the class, now I'm on a secondment as a digital learning development officer, and we're looking at using Canva to design a digital passport for staff about what we do. So this is where I'm at the moment. I am firmly on my journey. I'm keeping going. The little card is coming next. And if anybody has any questions, I'm happy to answer. I'm happy to share, collaborate, magpie ideas. But yeah, I'm happy to share everything that I've made as well. So thank you very much for listening. I'm sorry for going over time again. Oh, no, let me stop. Nope.
Thank you so much, Amanda. That was amazing. And for everyone who's asking, yes, we'll share all these links out in a follow-up email, and that email will go out to everyone who signed up for the webinar, and it will also include the recordings. We don't have much time left, but I'd love if Louise could do a quick recap of the integration for those people that joined a bit later and were asking about it.
Yeah, absolutely. And just to say to Lorrie and Amanda, there's so much love for you on the chat. There really is. I really hope you play back and can go back and see all the comments, because I think you've made your own fans out there now who will definitely be in touch and find out more about what you're doing. So I'm just going to go back and share my screen. So I've logged into my ThingLink account, and this is the account page you see when you log in. You'll see any content that you've created, and I've just hidden my folders, but you can organize all of your ThingLinks into folders as well, which makes it super easy. We do actually have our own 360 image library. So as well as the images you can get from Canva, and you can also get from our own integration with Unsplash, you can also use our own 360 library. So when I'm in my ThingLink account, the first thing I'm going to do is hit the create button. And this brings up a pop-up with an upload button, and I can drag and drop my assets in there. Or I can click the upload button, which gives me the options, which integrates with Google Drive, OneDrive, and design with Canva. When I click that, you'll be presented with a whole, like lots and lots of inspiration ideas and templates. And just a sneaky bit of news, we are actually looking to further develop templates specifically to put them into Canva. So we'd like to hear your ideas for templates. So I'm just going to pick a lesson plan as an example, Canva. If I click on the lesson plan, it will open up the Canva editor. Here, if I clicked on the folders, I could actually go into Canva creations that I've created myself, or ones that have even been shared with me. But here I've got all of these lovely lesson plans, and I'll just scroll down and find the one that I was using earlier on, which is Mrs. Morgan's lesson plan. You can see here that I can edit any of these editable elements, and I can even add in, don't forget, other photos that I've uploaded myself, or photos from the bank that Canva has, any elements, put in further text or styles or backgrounds. Once I'm really happy with this, I can click Save to ThingLink. This will then save my design, and it'll be ready in my ThingLink account for me to edit and add in all of those tags. I shall just skip that. So here we have my ThingLink ready. And if I click on this, you can see now that I have this lovely background. I can click the edit button and put in those tags that you saw Amanda and Lorrie demonstrate. That's text and media tags. We've got immersive reader built into the text tag. You can also embed third-party tools, and also then link your ThingLinks together, and you can link any combination of ThingLinks together. But just for example, I saw that this says March, and actually I don't want it to say March. I've already shared it, and I want to change it for next month, or example. So if I click on my Edit with Canva button, again, this opens up the Canva editor. I can click and change that text, and even if I've shared this ThingLink out to parents, carers, students, it'll keep the same URL, it'll keep my tags in place, and I've updated the back, which means that you can continue to iterate on your designs. So I hope that demonstration's been helpful, but I think what we've seen throughout this webinar is that there's, you know, when you just get that kind of creativity and it's made easy, that you just can run with it, and there's so much you can do with just those simple tags, and the option to be creative with Canva as well. So I think that's enough from me, but thank you ever so much. Yeah, from myself and my whole team, we've just been delighted to share what we've been doing with ThingLink and how it's been developing, and you can see from the evidence there that, yeah, what people are doing with it and taking it further.
Thanks, Louise. And thank you everyone for joining us today. And a massive thank you to Lorrie and Amanda for sharing their amazing work. I see they've been popping a lot of the links in the chat. And like I said earlier, we'll share everything out afterwards via email. So thank you so much for joining us today, everyone. And we hope you have a wonderful evening, morning, day, wherever you are. And hope you can use the integration soon yourself. And if you'd like to share your ideas, we'd love to see them. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Take care.
Thanks, everyone.